What's up everyone, it's Riku the Master, and welcome to episode 3 of Let's Play Golden Sun. In this episode, we actually get to do stuff. So, I was pretty much just checking items and status right there. We still keep our experience from the few battles that we had 3 years ago, which further proves the point that Garrett really hasn't improved in 3 years. So
oh
Garrett
god, you're so funny!
Whatever. So we're just gonna go up here and go into Soul Sanctum and...
Hey, what the fuck? Doing? Get
Oh
the fuck
shit!
Out of here,
God, he's pissed!
You're not planning on sneaking up to Mountain Left, are you?
Yep.
Mountain Left is a sacred peak. No one can climb it without permission.
Alright, fine.
Now it's going to go over here and... Hey, where the fuck did you go?
Yeah, we can kind of sneak past him. He's kind of a really shitty guard, but whatever.
Hear you
So now we can
freak.
finally go into Soul Sanctum and do some shit. Now to hear the great words from Kraden the Wise.
This is the entrance to Soul Sanctum. This is your first time here, right?
Nope.
I doubt that. If you ever get the chance to see the Sanctum firsthand.
Are you calling me a liar? Oh, okay, whatever, fuck it. So we go in here, basically just a whole bunch of little puzzles and shit. It's one of the easier dungeons in the game. And I say that as I go the wrong way like a retard, but whatever. So basically this is the way you're going to want to go. These puzzles are really straightforward. There are basically only like 2 routes that you can go, and one's the right route, one's not the right route. You know, whatever. We also get random encounters in this place of amazingness, if I can run into... There we go. So, remember those bats that we ran into at the beginning of the game? Basically, the only reason that the monsters were running around in Vale is because of the fact, I guess, they were escaping the Sanctum or something. I never really thought about it. But one thing that sucks about the battle system in this game is that if you're going to attack something, but someone else kills it before you get the chance to attack it, you don't attack the next available target, you just defend, which in some cases that can get really annoying. But we have most of the same monsters that we had at the beginning of the game, except for, I don't know, it's more satisfying to kill them now, because now we have Psi Energy. As you can see, I have Jenna casting Flare here. The Psi Energy is pretty powerful for the beginning of the game. Some people are better with Psi Energy than others, like, for example, Isaac and Garrett are more physical based, while Jenna is more of a caster, I guess. So we can go up here and get the small jewel. What the fuck could that be used for? Well, dumbass, if you go over to one of these areas right here, I don't remember which, it's this way, you actually can use that to gain access to the next room. So, another one of the nifty little puzzles that this Soul Sanctum has, and I totally went the wrong way. But, and we get into another battle. 3 vermin. So you know what? They get to attack first. But no big deal. Try not to die, Garrett. We'll just use Psi Energy on them and kill them all in one blow. Psi Energy has like different areas of effect. Some will attack 3 enemies, doing most damage to the one in the middle. Some will attack up to 5, etc., etc. No, it's pretty cool. How you have some single target and some multiple target Psi Energies. We'll get more later on as we go through the series and such. I think we only have like Quake on Isaac, along with Cure. For some reason, Isaac can use Cure, but I guess that's alright. That's cool. That's basically the only time I use Psi Energy on Isaac, just considering that he is definitely a more powerful physical attacker than he is healer. But you shouldn't be in enough of a problem to where that you need to heal in the middle of a battle anyway, unless you suck like Garrett.
You're kind of
But anyway, since we put that jewel there, and after we get into this random battle, we can actually go into that area that I hit the dead end at. It opens a door, and we can access the next area of the Soul Sanctum. So, you know, just a bunch of nifty little puzzles. That's kind of weird that this big Sanctum that's supposed to be the foundation of all Psi Energy is a really fucking easy dungeon, and they're way harder just normal mines and shit that come later on in the series. It's just kind of funny to think of. I know it's supposed to be like a difficulty curve, but it's just humorous to think about it that way. Ooh, it looks kind of fancy.
That's interesting.
What are you looking at? It's just a regular old dead end.
That's some nifty bullshit right there.
What? What's wrong, Kraden?
Those 2 said there was a hidden passage leading deeper into the Sanctum.
They look sketchy.
I've come here many times, and I've always thought it looked strange.
You can't seriously trust
I
them.
always imagined Soul Sanctum would look different somehow.
What do you mean?
Soul Sanctum was built in honor of the sun.
No
there ought to be
shit.
something here to reflect that. That's why I was always puzzled that there wasn't.
Oh, well, big deal. You're old.
If there's a hidden passage, then maybe it leads to...
Foreshadowing?
Well, let's see if we can find it. I think he's serious. Should we help him, Isaac?
Nope.
You can't seriously want to turn back after we've come this far.
Oh, I do. I totally do. This place sucks.
Let's help Creighton. We should stick together after all.
You're always saying that because you suck and you can't do anything by yourself. So yes, there are secret passages right here. Those things with the dotted lines, you can move those in that area. This is a dead end, but whatever, who cares. We get a new enemy, a slime, which I'm not really sure much about the enemies, like stats-wise. I just killed him, and he ran away. But whatever! He's a little puss. So, we want to go this way, push this thing out of the way. We can also use Psi Energy to move those things, but let's not. And we have a staircase here, along with a little bit of a labyrinth to get to the next area. And let's knock out that slime first, just for shits and giggles. So, quick question to anyone who's watching this currently. Should I edit out the battles and only show ones that we haven't done yet? Or should I show everything besides maybe level grinding, which level grinding is for pussies? And we level up, we get the Squire's Quake for Isaac, which is a new form of Psi Energy. We'll go ahead and heal everyone up here, because everyone's at about half besides Jenna, but whatever. That knocks out about half of Isaac's Psi Energy, but it doesn't take that much to regenerate it in the first place. It's not too bad. I really am not sure where to go at this point. But let's use that Quake that we just learned, along with 2 flares. Quake is pretty much exactly what you would think it is. It moves the ground and does earth damage, while Flare does fire damage, etc., etc.
Alright, level 2.
And Garrett goes to level 2.
Yes.
About time, after 3 years, that he actually improves on his skills.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know why I keep opening up my menu. I'm not really used to the control setup. But, again, very confused as to where I'm supposed to go. Getting into a bunch of random battles that I could probably edit out. So, again, if you think I should edit out battles that we've seen already with enemies that aren't new, leave a comment and let me know. I really don't care. Either way, it's just a little bit of extra editing, which doesn't really bother me at all. And Jenna's level 2 now, awesome. We're getting money and experience out the asshole. I probably need to go that way. Never leave a treasure chest behind, ever. Because even if it's a mimic, that's quite a bit of experience. Which, alright, we're dealing with 4 enemies now. So we'll do Quake on this half, Flare on this half, and Flare on the other half, whatever. And Jenna knocks them all out. Besides that one bat, Jenna, you're terrible. And we're not going to be able to knock everything out in one turn because Jenna is awful. And the slime runs away, so we only get 3 experience, whatever. So anyway, yes, we did want to go over here because this is where we get the small jewel, because we have another one of those puzzles coming up. So, if you were planning to skip that, you're just going to have to backtrack and do more shit. Like battles and stuff, which isn't really that big of an issue. You can't really... There's nothing really wrong with random battles. They're really helpful in almost every aspect. Sure, they can kind of get annoying after a while, but more experience doesn't hurt. So, now we can go up here because we have the jewel and getting even more random battles. Whatever. I probably am going to edit these out after this episode, just considering this is kind of getting tedious. About half of the video is random battles. But yeah. Go up into the next room.
Damn, son, check out that shit.
What
That
the
doesn't look
fuck are you
suspicious.
looking at?
I said that doesn't look suspicious at all, dumbass. More statues. Perhaps Psi Energy's the key. Isaac, try to use your Psi Energy.
Don't tell me what to do with my life, you old fuck. So, we're gonna go ahead and set, actually we'll use Garrett's move, because it's not like Garrett needs a Psi Energy in the first place, because he's terrible at it.
You have to be such a dick.
And, we'll go ahead and use that, shortcut that to L, which basically just means that every time we press L, we use that Psi Energy. It's kind of cool. And first off, we get to put the small jewel into that Minotaur face. And something moves, now we just need to figure out what. Because there are probably about 7 or 8 statues in here, and we're not sure which one moved. I don't know why I keep opening up my menu. So, anyway, we move this one. Ooh, a door! Maybe this one is it. Damn it! Okay. Just run around here, and it looks like a dead end. But at least we get a new enemy here. A maze. Which is ironic because we're in a maze. Oh, fuck. They give out quite a bit of experience. They're not hard to kill. They don't do a lot of damage or anything like that. I'm not sure if they only appear in this area or what, because I haven't run into any yet. So we'll move this one. Nothing. Alright, on to the next one. Also nothing. This is getting redundant. And of course, it's the very last one. What's the deal with that? Alright, let's just jump all in this shit. For another little bit of a labyrinth, which... another random battle. I guess we do get more than... we get amazes and more than just that one room. Because, girl, you're amazing! Okay, I'm done. So, just moving a little further along here. Holy shit, the sun!
Would you look at that? This is it. We found it.
Ooh, it's shiny. Look at that. It's shiny.
Clearly, this is the mark of the sun, the heart of Soul Sanctum.
It's so shiny.
It's just as I'd imagined, which means those two were telling the truth.
Doubt it!
But if what they said was true, then that means they must have been...
child molesters. They were thieves. They come to rob the Sanctum. Or that.
Let's hurry back to the village and tell everybody!
Alright, let's do this. Leroy!
Creighton, what's the matter?
Will you ever let me do that? You old fuck?
We're so close.
That's what she said.
Close? Close to what?
Oh, you know. Wink, wink, nudge,
We've
nudge.
come all this way to the heart of Soul Sanctum to turn our backs on it and leave.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with that?
Nope. What's your deal?
Soul Sanctum holds the origins of alchemy. It would be a waste to... what do you think? Shall we go a little further?
Nope.
Then you can all go back to the village without me!
You don't have to get all pissy.
If you put it that way, we don't have much of a choice.
Oh, we have a choice.
I'm with Creighton. I want to look inside.
You would.
Really? We'll just go a bit further.
Maybe it'll improve your synergy.
Good. It's decided. Let's move ahead.
You know, because Garrett's terrible and stuff. Alright, well, that'll end this episode of Let's Play Golden Sun. The next episode, we'll be going even deeper into Soul Sanctum. We'll see you then.